if the trend is changing, there was a lot of warning signs overnight. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update for Thursday, February the 18th. Wow, what a day. In the meantime, this update is brought to you by one of our brokerage partners, Tradier Brokerage. We have other brokers, but for options and equities, for us, there's nobody better. First of all, it's $10 a month. Second of all, great customer service. Third of all, we've got their APIs, so we have just automated it in full, and we'll be presenting everything on Saturday for those who want. You don't have to go to Tradier, and you don't have to automate if you don't want to. It is a total choice that you get to make. And of course, tomorrow, Friday, is the session 6 of a complete options course I'm just finishing that was sponsored by Tradier. In the meantime, markets are getting clobbered. Well, not clobbered. They've made it actually a pretty dramatic recovery, but it's been a relatively wild swing. And of course, we're still long. I'm not telling you the trend is changing. I'm just saying that it wouldn't surprise me if the tops are in and we do see a trend change and a change in our positions. But it won't be today. It probably won't be tomorrow. But in the meantime, there are things to look at. And that's where what we're talking about. Again, there's different asset classes that will eventually affect markets. And, as we look across the board, you take a look at the crude market. Crude was exploding last night, okay, and has totally reversed and is now negative. Now we're still long, but so that was the fear, the squeeze, the final push might have been, and I'm not saying it was, but that's something that should be setting off some flags in your mind, not to act on, but to be prepared. Right? Remember, we're always prepared. Never surprised. Copper, which we're still long, which goes up every day, did the same exact thing. Now it's still higher and substantially higher, but it was much higher. It was up another 50 cents or whatever, point nickel, whatever the heck, whatever the increments are. In the meantime, it was up another $500 a contract. Okay, it has come down pretty dramatically from there, and there again, you saw the same action. The reaching. The climbing, trying to get to it. So again, I'm not predicting anything. I'm just saying to you that those are warning signs that we look at. Okay, and the bond markets are higher now. They've been all over the map, up and down, but their trend is lower, which makes no sense, especially when they keep telling us there's no inflation. Especially when you look at some of the products, we'll talk about on Bubba's Bottom Line on Sunday. But we're still short bonds and notes. The metals are in exactly the same position, and the metals are is like everything else. They're all over the place right now. At the moment, the last I looked, platinum was higher, gold was higher, and silver was a little bit lower. Okay, but if you look at the chart of gold and silver together, they're going in opposite directions. And a lot of people watch the gold silver ratio spread. Okay, which is about 120 over the summer. It's now down to 60, which is bullish for silver. So we'll see where they go. By the way, that's just our positions. We're not going to change. The dollar is lower now. It was higher, okay, but it is all over the place. Again, another product, like everything else, it's kind of sloppy all over. Nat gas is higher, and we're still long, dollars, okay? The grain markets, look, it's the turn of corn to be slightly lower, beans to be down a little bit more, and wheat, unbelievable. After being down 14 or 15 cents yesterday, is up 16 or 17 cents now. So bounced right off support, bang, right up to the top of the range. So we're still long across the board, and the meats are very subdued. So if you look at, you can make your case for either side of this. But in the meantime, we don't care. Fats and feeders are slightly lower. Hogs are slightly higher. Okay. The softs I've lost track of today, but at last I looked this morning, cotton was a little bit higher. We're long. OJ was lower. We are short. Coffee is higher. We are short. Excuse me. Sugar was higher, and we're long. And cocoa was kind of mixed, but we'll call it slightly higher, and we're still short because the front contract is getting clobbered, but the back contract is up a little bit, which is where we're short at. So in the meantime, again, look, you don't want to overreact to any market movement. Okay, I'm just giving you a couple of signs that ring some bells off in my mind, saying, "Hey, this could be something to pay attention to." Okay. And of course, don't forget our friends at the Family Farms, our new partners. And of course, well, between the COVID and the snow, I can't get out of the house anyways. But I'm really excited, and especially I know we have their big event coming up in March. And of course, it'll be partially virtual, partially online. But that'll be a great event. I'm happy to be able to help educate and help our farmers, because the key is making more money and protecting what you got. And of course, our other brokerage partner, which I do have other futures brokers as well, but is the CTG group. And, again, when we talk about CTG, they've got great customer service. They do all my portfolios for me. Okay. They're the only authorized vendor of our algorithms. And, look, they do a wonderful job. And they've got some great managed products that you may want to check into. Certainly just email me at bubba@bubba.trading.com, and I'll send you how to get a hold of them. Or you can go to the CTG group. I got a nice website. You can get a hold of someone over there. In the meantime, do a great job. And of course, our commodity report written by Andy Hecht is on fire. And he has been nailing this entire move on both sides. And, it's called Technomental. It's at bubbatrading.com. If you want to get last week's edition, okay, you can do so to check it out. And this will be the last 2 days I'll be offering to send you out a sample. Okay. But it is a phenomenal report that if you're in the commodities business, you want to trade them, you better read it. Okay. And of course, our high school program at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That is patreon.com/Bubba Trading. In the meantime, be careful. Markets are wild. They're fast. Don't get your opinion in the way. The markets are always right. Opinions seldom are. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow with another Bubba's Daily Update.